Okay, today we're going to learn how to load our control. Here's the plat that we're referencing. We already divided our quarter section. In a moment you'll see why it was beneficial to do it prior to importing control, because now we have parcel points that will match to the control. Okay, we go over to catalog, our catalog. We drive down to where our Nevada parcel fabric is, in your case, whichever state, wherever you have it located. We right click on the parcel fabric, brings up a window, and you'll see import. Click on import. We want control. Opens this window up. We browse for our file. Automatically went to it since I've already been to it once, but as long as you know where it is, you can just browse to it. This is the control file. I select it. I click add, and it gives me where it came from. Go next. Now the tolerance. This is at 1/10 of a meter. Rarely will our control probably ever be within 1/10 of a meter of our parcel points, just so I can demonstrate manually matching a control. I'm going to set this at 10 meters. So we go ahead through, it's loading. I edited this so it wouldn't take the full time, because in the next way I'm going to show how to import your control, I'll show the length of time it actually takes. Okay, it loaded, but there's no control showing. You could click the refresh button, but the first thing I would probably do is verify that you have the control turned on, which we do. And it came in as GCDB control. We'll see in a minute. When we switch the window, that refreshes the screen, or you can use the refresh button. We see it all came in with the control IDs and red. Red means they have not been matched or associated. And we did verify that they all came in as GCDB control. So now we need to start editing, or we're in the edit session. Just open our control management window, which is the first button to the selection window. We want to set our template to the GCDB control, just in case we do any edits that may change it. We see nothing is matched or associated. We're going to go to the very north point and match it first. And you start on the control point to the parcel point. It'll tell you control point, parcel point. We see where it's matched and associated with that particular control. You would just repeat this process with every other point. But in this instance, there's a means we can match them all simultaneously. So I'm going to stop editing. And I'm not going to save my edits. This will rid everything of the control out of there. So I'm going to re-import again, but use a different tolerance. So back over to our catalog, down to the parcel fabric, import, control, browse to the file. It should take you right to it. Select the file, add, next. And then this time I'm going to set the tolerance at 65 meters. I know at this tolerance of 65 meters it won't try to associate to multiple parcel points, but it will automatically associate. It's something you can play with and you'll get used to as you utilize this more and more. And you'll see the benefit when this control comes in again, because we have parcel points for that division. We said add. Now you'll get an idea how long it takes for this amount of control to come in, associate, and match. It seems a little lengthy, but then you we will be eliminating the time it would take to manually match or associate the control to each parcel point. So in the long run, it probably saves time. Should be just a few more seconds. There we go. Now we can just go down and click our refresh button. And you see all our control, and you'll notice that all the control point IDs are now a purplish color. We'll have to start editing first because we are not in an edit session. So we begin editing, open our control management window, and we can see that all the control has matched or associated with all the parcel points, preparing us to perform a least squares adjustment, which in the next lessons is what we'll cover, is various methods of least squares and the results that you might get. So this is all matched, everything's done, and we can just move on to our least squares adjustment, which will be covered in the next lesson. So hopefully this has shown you how you can shortcut a couple things on your import. Well, till least squares lesson,